Hello and welcome to D&D with High School Students presents the Vixens. It's time for part 2 of the backstories with Reagan and Melissa. So, let me explain this to you because you might be confused. The way this backstory works is, it's like a prequel in a movie. It describes some of your life before the Vixens begins properly. So, both of you were traveling in your separate paths, having not ever met each other. And while you, Sorshe, were out and about adventuring and fighting your way against terrible bandits, and you, Woe, were honing your martial arts skills, taking on opponents, and fighting for the greater good of those who are underprivileged street urchins like yourself.
Wait, what was I doing again?
Adventuring. Like, people would hire you to be like a scout and stuff, and you would like go out and get paid to like scout through the outlands and like help like merchant caravans travel safely, that kind of stuff.
You were like on vacation and I was like doing philanthropy, basically. I was helping people.
You were both like developing in your earlier days, right?
Okay.
And so what had happened was,
what happened was?
Each one of you in your separate ways had been surrounded by a group of armed guards who basically gave you the option of either surrendering or fighting. And they told you that they had warrants for you. And then basically completely outnumbered, you may have either chosen to surrender or you fought, but either way, you were incapacitated. They tied you up, they put bags over your heads, they loaded you into wagons separately, right? Each one of you had these experiences. And then, what had happened was, you were unbagged, and you found yourself in this strange, like, dirty stone tunnel, and you could hear people outside. It was pitch dark, right? So you, as a human, you can't see anything, and you have dark vision, so you could see you're in this strange, dirty tunnel, and across from you is this human who basically has like just no armor on, no weapons. She's just like sitting across from you in kind of like street clothes, and you both kind of hear each other. And you hear this roar of a crowd, and you hear sounds outside, right?
Okay.
And then there's a bright light as the doors are opened. And you can now see through this tunnel. Outside is this like huge field of like sand and stuff. And you could hear the roar of the crowds even louder. And you hear the sound of a man like yelling through some kind of cone to make his voice louder. And he's like, "And for our next match, 2 fearsome warrioresses will fight the gathering of 4. Your champions!" And like people cheer and stuff, and a guard comes in and he's like, you're going to be fighting out there today in the pits. Do your best. If you live, you're free. If you die, you're dead. He unlocks your chains. And to you guys, he points to a corner, and you see now in this corner is all of your crap that you were carrying with you, like all of your supplies. He goes, "Hurry up, you've got a minute."
Okay.
He goes and stands at the gate waiting, and you guys can like, you're getting your stuff on, you're putting your armor on, you're getting all your weapons, you're just like,
I have a
like
knife.
stretching out. Yeah, you're like getting into it, and then a few moments later, you hear like the roar of the crowd, and you see across this epic arena, these 4 guys come out from their own kind of tunnel, and the crowd roars, and they're like champions, and they're like waving their weapons around, and you see like one of them looks like a straight up barbarian, just like animal furs and like a big ass sword, right?
He ain't got nothing on me.
That's right. And another guy looks like a little more of a trained fighter. He's got like a shield and an axe, and he's like got neatly trimmed hair, and he's got some leather armor. There's another guy who's just a straight up blob, like literally he's just like 300 pounds of blob. He doesn't seem to have any weapons.
Just a muscle man.
Just, yeah, like little plates of armor here and there, but mostly they're just blah. And then there's another guy who like pulls out 2 short swords, and he's like spinning his short swords around and like clanging them together to the crowd, and the crowd eats this stuff up, right?
Okay, so while we were getting our weapons, I go like, "What's your name, human?"
I'm Woe. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
You won't be able to pronounce it.
What is it?
Just the humans call me Sorshe.
Gotcha. I'm scared.
Don't be.
You notice that Sorshe is arming up. It seems to have some pretty decent armor and weapons, so
You ever had
Feeling a
to
little
fight
better.
for your food, kid? It's
I
just-
mean, a little bit. I've been on the streets. It's hard out there.
Yeah.
I've met some tough people.
Well, this is the arena, so I used to fight these to get money so I could feed myself. I got you.
Sorry.
It doesn't be. No, we're good. We're gonna win. Don't apologize.
We're in this together.
So, a few moments later, you're all set. You've got your armor and weapons on. The guard turns to you and he's like, "All right, you're up." And he picks up a mallet and he hits this gong, and the crowd goes silent. And he's like, "Get out there, go on." You go out there. So you guys go out. You take a few steps out, and this whole throng of people all around are like looking at you, and some of them are booing. They're like, "Boo, boo, kill them!"
I spit on the ground.
Them. Roll an intimidation check. I like that.
You what?
I spit on the ground.
I'm gonna have you roll an intimidation
Such a
check.
Reagan thing.
Rip. So you're like, you spit on the ground, and like people boo more, and they're like, "Boo, boo." So you guys step out into this space, and you could see it's not a huge arena, but the walls are just like maybe about 10 feet tall. And these four warriors kind of look at you guys, and then they look at each other, and they're like, "Ha ha ha, lambs to the slaughter." That's what the guy with the two swords says, and he clanks his swords together, and he's like, "Come on." And then they kind of start slowly approaching you, kind of in a line. Now we will roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay, roll initiative.
Wait.
Woo! I
Just
just dropped the
once?
big giant D20. Good thing it's the size of a ping pong ball.
Just once?
Yes, just once.
All right.
I have to roll for 4 people.
16.
What do you have? 16?
17.
17. Oh, guess what? You win. So they're walking slowly towards you, and they're kind of in this position. And you see them kind of spreading out a little bit as they're going towards you. And you had the higher roll? Mm-hmm. Okay, so, Woe, you're going to go first. You could easily, with your extraordinarily high movement, you could run up and make an attack. What would you like to do?
I run up behind them. Is my advice.
Could I do a little pre-fight
Yeah.
before?
I look at
Little-
the small girl and I say, run up behind them and break and hit their back of their heads.
So what you see is the 4 of these guys as they're kind of coming towards you.
I look at the big blob and I just kind of blow him a kiss. And I stare at him straight in the eye and I'm like,
Ooh, make an intimidation check. I like that.
this one?
Yeah.
Oh, 8.
The blob is confused. Like, he doesn't know if you're flirting with him. He looks behind him. He's like, me?
I'm like,
He's
yeah.
like confused. All right.
Playing the nice role.
Is that all you do this round?
Can I do another?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can move and
Okay.
attack.
I want to just jump straight up into the air to land right on top of them.
Okay, so you're going to get a running jump and leap to attack. Now, which one of these guys are you going to attack?
The one on the way.
Barbarian, blob, 2 swords, or axe?
Barbarian.
Okay, so you're going to run up. You start making your move. You have a 45 movement, so you easily cross this. You start getting a running jump. You're going to jump up and do an attack, like a kicking attack?
Yeah.
Okay, so you jump up and you're going to land. Hachaka! All right, let's see how that attack does. Go ahead and roll for your first attack.
18.
Nice. So 18 plus 7 is 25. That's
Yep.
a definite hit. Roll 1d6 and add 4 for your damage. And that's your first attack.
6, 8.
8. Now you can follow up with something else. So your leaping kick hits and throws them off balance, doing some damage, significant damage. And you have your follow-up attack.
Okay. And then I do an elbow straight. Like
Elbow
right
to
there.
the nose. Good. Roll
4.
4 plus 7 is 11.
11.
That is a miss. Okay, so you're up. What do you want to do?
So she just did that.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna look them all in their eyes and take out my longbow.
Okay.
And
You're going to shoot?
I'm gonna shoot the one who's furthest away from her.
Okay, the guy with the axe.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Or wait, does he have a shield?
He does.
All right,
He's probably the best armored out of them. But you also have a pretty good attack with your longbow, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the blob then. I want to hit him in the eye.
Okay, so roll your longbow attack. You're going to shoot the blob, who is actually in a good position. You're right next to him, so
Okay.
go ahead and roll.
So a D8.
D20. You have to roll the hit first. Add in your bonus for your longbow. What'd you roll?
A 9
Okay.
plus. What do I add?
What's your dex bonus? 2?
5.
What? That's your strength bonus.
No, my dexterity bonus is 5. My strength bonus is 8.
That's your dexterity. What is your dex?
My dex is 14, but it's plus 5. And
That's acrobatics. This is to hit. So you see in your weapons, do you have longbow listed there?
Yeah.
What does it say next to it? Plus what?
Attack bonus plus 5.
Okay, that's what I mean. So you have a total of what?
So 9 plus 5 is what I did that
14.
right.
That hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll a d8 plus.
I did. It's a 5.
Okay. So you shoot. That's your first attack. Are you going to do a second shot?
Well, did I hit?
Yes.
Then, yes, I'm gonna do second shot.
Okay.
And
On blob again.
is anybody coming towards me?
Well, they're all kind of moving up. But you
Okay.
guys have gone before them because you got higher in initiative.
Then I'm gonna go for blob again. Yeah.
Okay, shoot.
15.
Hit. Roll damage. D8. No, that's a 6.
What's
8 is the one that looks like two pyramids together.
Oh, well then I have to roll, whatever. 4.
Okay. So
I rolled this for my last one.
roll another one. Add them together.
8.
Okay, so 12 plus 2 plus 4 is 16. Okay, he seems pretty wounded. You shot 2 arrows into him, and he's like, now he's mad. Okay,
But I hit him in his eyes.
yeah, it was close to his eyes. It was like more like his ear and his shoulder. All right, so Barbarian's going to attack you. He swings back with his big sword, and he's mad. Not raging mad, but mad. So that's a 16. What's your AC?
Where?
17. He misses. Blob turns to attack you. 14. Nope, that's another miss. 2 blades and axe run towards you.
Ooh, you got the knives.
So now the blades is going to attack you. Miss. Second attack. Miss. Axe guy swings back to attack you. Also a miss. Good God. These champions suck. All right. So now it's back to the top of the order. Whoa, you are up. What do you want to do?
So it's the 2 of them, right?
Yes. Now they're not flanking you yet. But if he gets around to the back end of you, then he's going to
Okay.
be flanking you. So you can make an attack. Look at your special monk abilities as well, because now, if ever there was a time to use these, now is that time.
As in,
Oh wait, I have.
Yeah,
I
so
have
you remember like flurry of
Yeah.
blows and stunning.
so every time I would want to use, I think it was stunning strike, you'd said it would take a chi point, right, or something.
Mm-hmm.
Does that still count for this? And then like it'll still count for
Yeah,
when
but
we
you have
play?
plenty of 2 points,
Okay.
so attack.
Okay. First move is a flurry of blows.
Okay.
To like, if they're standing right here, I do like half of them here, and then the
Okay,
other
so
half.
you're
on him.
doing the full blast flurry. So
Yeah.
you're going to roll 2 and 2. So let's roll for the barbarian first. Roll 2 attacks on the barbarian. That's going to be a hit. Roll the second one. That 11 plus your 7 is definitely a hit. So those are 2 hits. Now let's roll the damage for the barbarian, because that actually might drop him. So 3 plus 4 is 7, and then 7. So 14 more added on to what you did before. He is very wounded, but still not down.
Okay.
Now roll the
14 plus,
attacks
like,
on the
16
blob.
is not killing him yet.
Yeah, these are not like orcs. These are tough guys. They're champions.
So
They're not like orcs. You mean that orcs are like easy to kill?
Yes. Not you, of course, because you're a special orc. All right. So roll the attacks on your other.
no, it hit the thing.
Oh, okay. That's fine, Heather. Go ahead.
Okay.
Heather used to be like, "Oh, that's low." People will be like, "She's such a cheater."
16.
All right, that's a hit.
It did hit the
Roll the
thing.
second one.
10.
10
Plus
plus 7
7.
is 17. That's also a hit. So you hit blob twice. Roll the damage. 4 plus 4 is 8. And 5. So 13 more. So Blob's been hit with arrows, and now you just... And he's also very wounded, but not dead. All right, you're up. Now you have your bow out, and there's 2 guys attacking you.
Yeah, so I put that away.
Uh-huh. You can drop the bow and get out your other weapon.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you attacking with?
Morning Star.
All right. First attack on... Are you splitting your attacks one on each guy, or are you trying to double up and kill one guy? That's up to you.
I'm going to go on the guy with the low armor.
Okay, so the blades guy. All right, so go ahead and roll the first attack.
8 plus 5.
That is a success. That's a hit. Roll damage. So Morningstar is the what, D8?
Yeah, they're all D8s except for the longbow.
Okay.
I mean, except for the whip.
Other one. Yes.
1.
Okay, 1 plus what?
5.
5, so 6. Okay. And then roll your second attack on blade, or on the other guy.
It's on the same guy.
Oh, same guy.
6 plus, because he has lower armor. 6 plus 5.
Miss.
11.
All right, so your first attack does damage. Your second one, he ducks and you miss during the combat. The crowd, by the way, is going crazy at this point. They're like, "Ah, kill them!" Ah! And like people are just raging and drinking, and there's betting going on, and like you see people, out of the corner of your eyes, people cheering. And okay, now Barbarian's going to attack Woe. So Barbarian goes to attack and critically misses. The Barbarian swings, and instead of getting his second attack, he swings so hard, missing you, that his sword goes into the sand and gets stuck. And he's like, "Oh," and he's mad. Now, Blob turns to you and goes, "Whew, whew." Miss.
Oh.
Hit. Blob punches you for 8 damage. And you recognize that the style of combat that he's using, although different from like how you learned in your monastery, is definitely something like a monk. It's very strange to you that this doesn't look like a monk at all, but he's fighting like a monk, which is very strange to you. But he does some damage. All right, then across the arena, Blades is very angry that you've damaged him, so he attacks you twice. The first one is a 14. What's your AC?
14.
That's a hit.
Really?
Second one, no, it's a miss. All right, 2 misses. And then Axeman swings his axe at you. That is a natural 20. So that will hurt you a lot. So you take 15 damage, and he cuts into you through your armor, cutting into you, and you're like, ah! All right, now back to the top of the order. Whoa.
Okay, so is he still trying to get his sword out of the sand?
He has successfully pulled it out, but you can attack him before he does.
Okay, and the other guy is just...
Blob is just punching you.
You take that damage.
Yeah, Blob did more damage to you than the Barbarian so far.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just do a full force groin kick to Blob.
Nice, well done.
Thank you.
You, in your best effort to kick Blob, so here's what happens. You roll the 1. You kick Blob, and you're like, does he have a groin? Because you kick him, and it doesn't seem to do any damage. He's
Like a
like,
cup.
"Oh."
Double metal cup.
Maybe it's a cup, or maybe he just doesn't have any junk down there. You don't know.
It's a she.
Your turn.
It's your mom.
What do
She's
you
a
do?
monk. It's a woman.
That's the backstory.
You're not sure.
The backstory
blob
is that you
is-
killed your mom in the arena.
All right, so Sorshe, you have 2 foes facing you, but the man with the axe has definitely caused more damage than anyone else. He seems...
I'm still going for the guy with the lesser armor.
Okay, well, you have wounded him already. So you attack 2 blades again?
Yeah.
All right,
15.
that's a hit. Roll the second to hit, and then we'll roll damage.
12.
Okay. So roll damage for 2 hits. So D8 and then D8, and add in your bonus.
So 6
Nice.
plus 5.
Okay.
3 plus 5. So 8
Nice.
plus 6 plus 5.
Okay, now he drops. You smash him twice, and he falls into the sand. blood spilling out over onto the sand almost soaking it up. And the crowd loses their minds. They're like, ah, and all of a sudden you're thinking that maybe the cheering isn't so one-sided after all for the champions. But to continue, Barbarian.
I spit on his body.
Awesome. I'm not going to have you roll for that. You like hock a loogie on his body while you're turning to face the Axeman. All right, Barbarian pulls his sword out, whoa, and goes to swing it at you. Missing. He comes back around and swings it again. Missing. God, this Barbarian sucks. All right, Blob, on the other hand, turns a little bit around towards you, and now he goes twice to punch you. The first time he punches is a miss. The second time, he kind of tries to hook his arm around your neck, but also misses. He misses his chokehold on you. So then, across the arena, the Axeman, seeing that you have defeated Blades, turns and steadies himself against you and brings his shield up, but also swings with his axe again, trying to kind of hit you in that same shoulder area that he hit you before in, but misses. Back to the top of the order. Whoa. You have 2 foes. Mm-hmm. You are not in a good strategic position. Mm-mm. What do you do?
Are they stanced like that
yes.
currently?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, if
Jump
you
over
don't
to me,
move
bae.
or take one out this round, they will have flanking bonuses on you, which means they get advantage, each one of them, because they have you surrounded.
So if I do what?
So you can move back out, you can disengage, and then move so they don't have you between them.
Yeah, that was the move. I was gonna do a little roll in between them because there's a little space right
Yes.
there where I could just roll over a few feet.
So do you want to go like this way or over behind Blob?
In front, like
Over there.
Well.
Okay, so I'm going to have you make an acrobatics check. And when you make the acrobatics check,
9, because +7, right?
you go to roll, and Blob swings at you and hits you while you're rolling away. You take 4 more damage, but you are now successfully in an open space. Okay, Sorshe, you have one man facing you,
Yep.
and he is angry.
Yep. Okay.
The crowd is roaring with
So-
excitement.
I swing Morningstar to the side without the shield in his wrist, where he's
Okay.
holding his weapon.
Okay, good.
7 plus 5, 12.
Miss. Second attack.
9 plus 5 is 14.
That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay, roll damage.
A 14.
Okay, you hit him hard again. He is that hurt.
Does he drop his weapon?
No, he maintains his weapon, but he is very hurt. All right, now to this side. So you've successfully moved out of the position where you're flanked, but they turn to attack you. So Barbarian runs up to attack and swings. He seems angry. He is raging. But even with his rage, he doesn't hit your massive monk armor class. Swings back around.
How do you have massive monk armor class if you're
Misses.
literally wearing street clothes?
I know, 17.
Blob turns and runs towards you, and he goes to jump and grapple you. Like he's like, "Brr," like he's jumping to tackle you almost, like a massive football player. Except he horribly misses. So he's like, "Brr," and he falls on the sand like in front of you.
I was gonna do a foot to chest thing.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
Axeman is going to swing at you.
Let him try.
He misses. All right, top of the order. Whoa,
Okay.
it is your turn.
Doesn't he get 2 tries?
Yeah, no, because he moved over to here. Actually, that's right. So he attacks you this round, and then he's going to disengage.
Is he going after Mel?
No, he just attacks you. That's all. For this round. All right, so you are in a position to attack either one of those guys, but the blob is down. So if you attack him, you have advantage on the attacks.
Okay.
Which means you get to roll 2 d20s and take the higher of the two.
So,
So I'll add that for your...
the guy he's just still there though, the one that's standing.
Yeah. So Blob isn't dead by any means.
No.
He's just on the ground. So you could either attack the barbarian who's in rage, or you can attack Blob and get advantage. Your choice.
I'm gonna do a side kick from like this, so that he's hit and lands on top of him.
Ooh. Okay.
That's the goal here.
All right. So no advantage. You're just straight up rolling for the attack. Nine plus 7 is 16. That's a hit.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you're going to roll damage. 10. Because you rolled the maximum damage, I'm going to say that you're able to kick him and hook him. Now he's in rage, which means that 10 is actually only 5 damage, but your hook is successful and you shove him down onto the blob.
Yes.
Now you have one more follow-up attack.
Okay.
Do you want to hit him while he's down? Or do you want, what do you want to do?
I want to curb stomp on top of.
So you just kick your heel up and just
Just
smash.
right down, right like that, so that they the weight of it hits both of them.
Okay. All right, so you're hitting the barbarian with the intent that it'll further crush blob.
Yes.
Okay.
Yo, Bill, I have to go.
For this, you get advantage. So
Oh.
remember, because he's down. So roll two dice and take the higher of the two. So would you have a 1 or a 4?
Yeah.
Rip. So you scissor kick, but you kind of
Yeah.
miss enthusiastically. All right, Sorshe, what do you do?
All right, I'm gonna attack again because I 14 to
Hit?
19.
Yes. Roll damage.
1 plus 5, so 6.
Okay, second attack. Roll.
7 plus 5, 12.
Yes. Roll.
9.
He seemed to be trying to do something, and he was off balance. And so you sweep in, and you're just whoosh, whoosh. You just hit him twice, and he's knocked down. He looks like he's unconscious, but maybe not dead.
Can I curb stomp him? Or can I just take my whip and wrap it around his neck and start choking him out?
Next round you can.
Okay.
Okay. It is now their turn. The barbarian's going to stand up, but he's standing up next to you, so you get a free attack of opportunity. Go.
Got it.
Roll both d20s.
At the same time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
an advantage attack.
Hold
Because he was, 11, that's a hit, or...
3.
Okay,
Okay, I'll take the
so
11.
that's the
Yeah.
11. Roll damage, d6 plus 4. Okay, 7. So you kick him as he's getting up, and he's almost dead, but not quite dead. Blob is going to roll over and get up, so you get another attack on him.
Okay. With advantage?
Yes.
That's a 16. So the 16.
Okay, roll damage. This might be it for Blob. 9. You kick Blob, and he falls back down. He also looks like he's unconscious.
Nice.
So the only foe that is still standing is the barbarian. It is now your full turn, and then it will be Sorshe's turn.
Okay.
So what do you want to do to the barbarian?
I really want to groin kick him.
Do you want a stunning?
Oh.
You want to stunning fist him
Yes.
to the groin?
Yes.
That's a great idea.
Stunning knee.
Stunning knee to the groin. Okay, so you stunning knee to the groin. You use a chi, and you 5 plus 7 is 12. You hit.
Oh, okay.
You stunning knee him to the groin. He is down. You drop him. He's like, oh, and he falls flat on his face. Not only did the pain stun him, but it must have shook him out of his rage because he failed the same throw. He falls to the ground. The crowd erupts. There is just, and people are losing their minds and cheering, and you see people exchanging money, and you guys both look around to you guys in this arena, and there's people cheering, and the man with the big cone is like, a legendary day has happened. The 4 champions have been defeated by these Vixens. And everybody cheers. And then you guys are basically brought back into
Wait,
your
I
tunnel.
didn't choke him out with a whip.
You're right. You see guards come out to like collect these people. You see there's a few like healers that come and like heal them. But you guys are brought back into your tunnel. But this time there's like, it's well lit with torches. There are some healers in there who immediately like heal you. And there's a man, a well-dressed, noble-looking man who's like, well done, ladies. You have fought most admirably. And as such, for this tremendous victory, you have won your freedom, as well as your payout. We take care of our warriors here in the gladiatorial pits, so we will award you with some coin for your services. Don't be shy. You are welcome back any time if you'd like to risk your lives in the arena again.
And then I say, if you want me back, give me all the money you gave them. They didn't spend because they're dead.
I will let you make one intimidation or persuasion roll to do that, whichever you have better of.
Intimidation or
Persuasion.
persuasion.
You choose, you roll.
Persuasion is -1, so I'm doing intimidation.
Yeah,
Plus,
okay,
plus
good.
2. 19.
Well done. He is obviously shook, and he fixes his wig for a second. And he's like, I will make a deal with you. I will give you half of what would be their earnings for this normal round, but you'll have to leave pretty quickly because after they're healed, they're going to be quite angry that someone defeated them, and there's no laws in this town preventing them from hunting you down and killing you.
And I give him my Addy.
He gives you guys each a smaller pouch, and then he pulls one bigger pouch out and he goes, here, take it, but then leave. I strongly suggest you hit the road to the west. So you guys look at each other, you take these smaller bags of coins and you got this bigger bag of coins, and the guards open up another set of doors that lead out into the town.
We going west.
Adieu, ladies. Until next we meet again.
And then I say, what's your name, fella?
My name? You may call me the gentleman.
No. I want your name.
That is,
I spit on the ground. I say, I want your name.
That is what I am called, but if you must refer to me by a proper name, I suppose you could call me, some of my friends call me Tim?
No. I spit on the ground again.
It's like Pimp Daddy or something. My friends call me Pimp Daddy.
And then I say, farewell, Tim.
Thank you for the opportunity.
He smiles and nods at you.
I say, I'm gonna miss you. And then I spit on the ground again, and I leave.
He nods in confusion, but then he points to the door. You guys leave. You leave this strange town that you've never been in.
Yeah.
And I assume you heed his advice. You go out to the western gate,
Yes.
which you know to be the western gate because you see the sun setting in that direction. And you go through the gate, you leave town, and you hit the road together. And that is where we'll end this episode of The Vixens.
Ooh.
Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you as always for your support, and we'll see you next time. Peace out. Love you. Bye.
Bye.